Hello, everyone. Welcome to day two of Be Your Own Boss Challenge. How are you guys doing today? Uh, how did you just, wanted to, for people who joined yesterday, just wanted to touch base? How was your session yesterday? What are your thoughts about it? Thank you so much for people who did their homework, submitted their workbook. But I just wanted to understand if this is adding value, and if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to write in the Facebook group or reach out to the concierge. So, where are you guys tuning in from? How is everyone doing? So, I am here in sunny California. I am in San Francisco Bay Area and just trying to juggle between things. It's my kids' spring break, so just trying to juggle between trying to spend some time with them and also showing up here. So we all assume different hats, being whatever we are doing, whether we are in corporate or doing your own business. So I am excited to jump in today. Who else is excited? Let me know. Okay, so we will just start in 1 second. Okay. So going to the agenda for today. Today is the day two of Be Your Own Boss Challenge. And today we're going to be talking about learning the mindset mastery to consistently increase your financial freedom and impact. So in general housekeeping, no distractions. And if you are, so basically there are three ways that we are streaming this. We are streaming this in the Facebook group. So we are doing a Facebook Live right at this time. And then after if you're for any reason, if you're not able to join, then after the session ends, you will be able to see all the recordings in the guide section of the Facebook Live group. Second, we are also streaming this on LinkedIn. So if you go to my LinkedIn page, and you may have the link from yesterday also, but then just go in the banner section up on the top, it'll show you the session being streamed live. And also we are also streaming this on your YouTube. And if you're streaming in from YouTube or LinkedIn, you still have to register, because if you do not register, you will not get all the resources, and you will not be getting all the goodies which we give along on day 5 and a chance to win scholarship. So please, please, please register. This is the link to register, the QR code that I have up there. You can scan this, or you can reach out to any of the concierge member, and you can ask them to send you the code. Okay, so just a couple of more things. Content will be removed next Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. So please make use of that. Hear the recording if you're not able to join live. And last and not the least, invite your network. If this is helping you, I would love that you invite your friend or whoever relative that you feel may be able to get benefited as well. With that, if you stay until day 5, you will have the chance to win scholarship along with other goodies. Just wanted to harp on that we are we are looking at how people are engaging, and your engagement points are being counted every day. So whether you are engaging with me, with the concierge, with anyone, so basically, and posting this on your social media, asking questions, workbook, homework, doing your homework diligently, all of this is adding towards your points. And on day 5, we will be announcing a scholarship to my program. Plus there are some other goodies which are surprise, but you will get to know that on day 5. So what is this 5-day challenge? As for people who were here yesterday, this is a 5-day training where I'll teach you everything that you need to know about creating your own business, your own scalable, and your own flourishing, profitable business. That is my guarantee. You will get to know everything, no fluff. This is the foundation of a strategy that has enabled people to get out of their 9 to 5 rut, starting with me. And then I have helped countless people get out of their 9 to 5, fulfill their passion, lead a life that they really want to lead, get excited to get up every day and go to work, generate a revenue stream on the side, be financially free, be able to do what excites them, and at the same time be present in their work and be lead the life that they want to lead. So, but we do have an implementation and accountability program that we'll talk more about in day 4. Just a couple of things. This training works in fragile economy. Training is recession proof, works in COVID, even in the middle of whatever you can think of, because we go in detail of what exactly you are offering and how does it solve the problem of people, right? I mean, we have gone through COVID, we think about all the scenarios that could happen, and then we create a bulletproof offer which you can very confidently take to the market. So yesterday we talked about the formula move that has helped me create 3 successful businesses from scratch with no business experience, and other countless people do the same. So, what is this formula? Just a quick reminder. It's move. Move is entrepreneur mindset, offer creation, target audience validation, and execution. And I will be going through each one of this letter on each day, starting from now until day 5. And day 5 is putting it all together. So, what is in for today? It's today I'll be talking about entrepreneur mindset, as I was mentioning. But before that, what was the best time to start your business? Any start an online business or a product or a service business? Anyone has any thoughts? Please write in the Facebook chat. Yes, if you are a digital marketer, maybe 7 years ago, 8 years ago. When is the next best time? Okay, next best time is today. And why? Because we are coming out of a pandemic, and it didn't do any good. We all know that it was devastating, but it altered customers behavior. It you know it made people rethink their priorities. So you may have seen that many people, there's a mass exodus from workplace, whereas the unemployment rate has still not gone up, because people are rethinking how they want to work, people are rethinking what they want to do. So there are many people who have gone entrepreneurship route, and we will talk about the numbers in the next slide. But now pandemic altered customer behavior, because of which many new business models emerged. We have seen companies like Zoom and Instacart just flourish overnight. They were not doing anything new. It's not a new business model, guys. It's only about the execution and timing. So now there are more opportunities than ever, because the way people interact with things, the way people like to work, way people think, it has changed, and it has led to many new business models which were not there before. And as I was saying, substantiating this with the data from OECD shows that the number of business establishment opening in the US stood 34% over 2019 levels by the end of 2022, equivalent to 360,000 more places of business openings their door than before pandemic. So I will repeat, 356,000 more places of business opening in 2022 and than before pandemic. Think about it, guys. Such a huge market potential, right? People are doing that because they are capitalizing on the opportunity. And the US Census Bureau also confirms that the present startup surge is not going anywhere. There is no sign of slowing, because in October 2023, IRS received 473 applications to start new businesses. So think about this, guys. Just take a minute to think about how huge this opportunity is. Who am I? What is my background? I'm an immigrant, grew up in India, came here. When I have worked on factory shop floor, and I would not see sun for days. That's my background, because I had a morning to night shift, working all 7 days. I would go to my job interview, changing 3 public transport, filled to the brim. And once I reached to a job interview, and I was drenched, I was dripping wet because there was rain, and I was in the public transport. I got the job, but I didn't end up taking it. But that's what I have seen. That's the kind of struggle I have, that's the kind of background I have come from. And fast forward to now, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a wife, mom of 2, and I have 3 successful businesses under my belt. my first company, education company, Club Z, that was nation's fastest growing franchise in year one, Americas and Canada's. My second company, Indie Roots, which is a home decor artisan collective, we had 1 million run rate in 19 months with no ad spend. And I recently launched my string coat brand in 2024 spring collection, and we are already in multiple malls across multiple outlets in New York. We are in Miami. We are in Costa Rica. We are in Oculus Mall, World Trade Center, New York. So we already have a solid footprint, and we are growing each day. So all of this happened because I was able to implement my move rule. And even in this economy, when such a saturated market, I was able to make a mark. So, and fast forward to basically, going back to before I started with all this, I have a 16 years of corporate experience. Big, I didn't have any technical background, but I was able to climb ladders and I was able to be marketing executive in Silicon Valley companies. So I have worked with multiple companies in Silicon Valley, heading their marketing teams. So bottom line is, with 16 years of experience, corporate experience, and my three businesses and my factory floor, shop floor experience, I have seen it all, from factory shop floor to the corner office, which makes me very, very humbled and very excited, because that's the reason I am able to be here today and teach you everything about building your own business, be it a service business, be it a product business, or be it a coaching business, which I'm doing now, because I have done everything. I'm also a startup advisor and coach. I've mentored multiple startup founders. And I'm also a Forbes author and a business council member. So this council membership is given to people, to just 1% of organizations across the globe. It's a highly prestigious organization, and they vet you into the council. So it's given to people, to businesses who have shown significant business growth, and also on a personal note have gotten personal accolades. I'm also a proud mom of two 15-year-old boy and a 11-year-old girl. Just a little bit about my background. I was climbing corporate ladders, but I was exhausted, burnt out, and had lost passion. Every single day I dragged myself to work. So how who is with me here, guys? I know there are many colleagues, friends, people who don't know me. They reach out to me and say, I've been posting on LinkedIn, I've been posting on Facebook, and they say, hey, Nina, your story resonates with me. I am burnt out. I am exhausted. I just heard from a very good friend. He said he was doing extremely well, that his job was cut. And I feel for everyone, because I was there once. I mean, this thing is so personal to my heart, that up until when we will continue being in corporate rat race. I was there for multiple years, 16 years, but then I decided to take a plunge, and fast forward to today, I have three successful businesses under my belt. I was talking about string code, that we are in Oculus Mall, World Trade Center, Miami, very shop, and these are some of the pictures from my brand, which I hold very dear, so I just wanted to show it to you guys. Nowadays I get to go to Goa. I get to go wherever I want. So I just went to Goa on a whim, because my high school friends were having impromptu reunion, or I attended a 10-day long detox program in India, in Bangalore, and there were no cell phone allowed, guys. So can you think about taking an off in the middle of your work, and you don't have access to your cell phone? This is because I have time freedom, I have financial freedom, and I work very hard. So just so you know, entrepreneurship is not a substitute of not having to work hard, right? You have to work extremely, extremely hard, but now you can be your own boss, you can manage your own time, and you're working for yourself. So how satisfying that is. Now I have a life of adventure, time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. And I want the same for you guys, which is why I started off with this group coaching. And I really, really, really want to help people who have similar challenges, and who either want to get out of the corporate rut and build their own business, or people who want to generate some side income on the side, or people who just want to, who have not been working, stay at home moms, but now they want to, their kids have gone to college, they want to come in workforce, they want to create something meaningful for themselves and their families. So agenda for today is about entrepreneurial mindset, why mindset matters, and how do you inculcate one. So just before that, I just wanted to, make sure that this hits home, that there are more customers that exist that you can hope to serve in this lifetime. Just remember that, guys, throughout this presentation. See, I was telling you about why now, and COVID. Because of this, I was showing you the data. New businesses are opening every day, be it fitness. There are so many fitness places around, but there are new coaches coming in every day. Salons, there are consulting, there are digital consulting, there are online businesses, there is so many things that's opening every day, and there's tremendous opportunity than ever. So just, and I start my day with manifesting, and I feel that, when I imagine, when I tell my brain that this is what's going to be happening to me, it ends up happening. So I meditate and I manifest 3 times: morning, afternoon, and evening. That's my routine. So and we'll talk about that a little later, but then I want to start with, you thinking that, imagine that you are waking up to a job that lights you up. You are able to clearly see your journey, you are able to add value, you exactly know how your services are going to impact them. So just a quick story, that when I started off with my company Club Z, there was a mom who was telling me that his son doesn't want to go to school because he was behind in studies, he was not doing well, and he was very discouraged. He was he just didn't want to go to school. And we started off with a program with him, and after 2 weeks, mom called me and she told me that he wakes up by himself, he takes shower, and he wants to go, because now he is doing well, he is respected by his peers, he is not making, made fun of. And I'm still getting goosebumps, guys, because that story is so, so, so personal to me, being I have 2 kids, and that lights me up every day. So these kind of stories light me up every day. So being able to think the impact that you can create, being, not, I when I was working, I had a 1 hour drive each day, and then I thought, oh, that's a time wasted, right? I mean, I could be doing better things. But then imagine not having to get ready, go to work. When nowadays, when my daughter tells me that she wants to go to the mall at 1 p.m., I am able to go with her, because I don't, when I was in work, I was always be thinking, hey, is my boss looking for me? I would always be looking at my phone. Who all have been here? I mean, it's very, whatever level you reach, whatever journey you are in your corporate life, you are always worried about your boss, right? You're always worried who is trying to find me. So please, guys, hashtag relate. Please let me know if you can relate to me. That will mean a lot to me, because that will make this more fun, and this will, I will be able to add more value to you. So imagine, this is a huge thing for me, guys, because when I had started my job at Sun. I was the first product marketing manager for Open Solaris, and after a while, we were making, you know so Open Solaris was Linux alternative, and we were crushing it, we were doing very well. But then Sun overall was not doing well, and it was kind of, the process of getting acquired by Oracle. And every single time, every 2 weeks, every month, there would be a cycle of layoffs, and we would be sitting like this, like, okay, are we going to be cut next? And then we would hear the news, no, you're saved. That's not the life that you want to be leading, guys. I hated it then, I hate it now. So just imagine that, knowing everything, knowing exactly what you're going to be doing no ambiguity, no questioning what comes next, exactly looking at your calendar every day and knowing exact steps that you have to do to be able to launch your business in the time frame that you have in mind. And imagine having an expert strategist who is working with you and who is guiding you. I didn't have that, guys. I was recently interviewed by Forbes, and they asked me, what is the number one mistake which I did, which I really, you know, I feel bad about. So I told them the number one mistake which I did which I wish I had not done, was not taking any guide, not having any mentor. So I failed and I learned it. It increased my time to success. I could have accelerated my time to revenue and success by way more. And second, I was depressed. I didn't know if I was doing right. It added to it, not only added to my time to market, it also I wasted a lot of money in doing things the wrong way. So if when somebody asks me what do you regret, I regret not having a mentor. So, but then you will say that, okay, you know what, yes, you're coming out with another program. I have tried. There's many people who are offering multiple things online. You said, oh, you tried to grow without a clear strategy, but you struggled. You spend time and money on tactics that you thought were aligned to your business, but they were misaligned. You tried to get knowledge from Google, or you tried to do your own things, but then you didn't know the entire picture, so you faltered, you fumbled, then you picked up, then you started from scratch. And then you have probably been to other other coaching programs, but you were not able to make progress. You are stuck, and you are not able to make progress without a framework. As I said, you tried investing time and resources into a business idea, only to find out that there was no market demand. You didn't have tools to think through your offer, right? So, and then you figured that whatever you did, whatever you tried, you were not even able to kick off the ground, right? Or worse, if you were able to kick it off the ground, you were not able to find buyers. It's not your fault, guys. I have been there multiple times. I have failed, and this is which is why I have this course, because I want you to not make the same mistake that I did. So with my training, there'll be no soldier left behind. And get excited about today, because you can set clear expectation for yourself that are easily achievable. You can set your goal. You can have a step by step plan to achieve that goal, one milestone at a time. But all I ask is to forget everything. Forget your own failures, forget what the gurus may have told you in the past, and just be in this training, be present. Listen to what I have to share in this next 4 days. And I promise you, by the end of today, you will know how to be successful on your financial freedom journey. At least you would have taken the first step, and you will find confidence in the first step that you are taking. That I can guarantee, because today we'll be talking about mindset. Just check out some of the success stories. If you don't believe me, Yuanka is an artist, and she loves, so basically you need to, and we'll talk more about this in offer creation, but then you need to create an offer which is aligned with what you're passionate about. Yuanka was an artist, and we created an offer with her art that she took to the market. So she was actually working on her passion, but simultaneously she was working on her business. And she now makes 30K per month. She doesn't hold any inventories, because I have connections in the India and other neighboring countries. So we created a model where she did not have to hold inventory, and it was a quick drop shipping for her. Also, Christopher, let me just quickly change the slides here. Okay, so he had a large Facebook group. He was sitting on a pot of gold, 9,000 members. He didn't know what to do with it. He didn't know how to monetize it. And within 1 month, we put together a 4K offer for him for his embroidery business program. So this is also very interesting thing for me, because my background is fashion as well. And we were able to create a service offer for his embroidery business, right? And he was able to do 40K within 1.5 month. So he was kind of laughing about it, that okay, I'm doing embroidery, I know how to embroider, and now I'm a business coach. So there are so many opportunities even for your product business to turn that into a service business and take it off the ground. Okay, so And then take a look at Lindsay. Lindsay came to us with no clear idea. I would say she had a very solid understanding of what she wanted to be doing. She wanted to be a diversity training coach. She wanted, her business was a diversity training platform. And she was working with an accelerator. And within 3 months, she was able to secure the top place in a startup challenge and got her initial round of funding following her move rule. Okay. And look at introverted Sydney. Sydney had a bracelet business. She's a very spiritual person, and her bracelet is all about energy and how to, bring that energy in your life, about the gemstones. And she was struggling with her product business, but we started off, on multiple platforms, Etsy, Shopify, and then she rocked 20K per month after 6 months with her bracelet business. And Sally, she is passionate about Pilate, and she was a fitness instructor, and her niche is fitness coaching. So we also were able to create a hybrid offer for her services, primarily high ticket services sale. And she made 100K with just 7 clients, only 7 clients. Her offer was 10K. And then rest of the money we were, able to create some offers around partnerships and so on. So that's the amount of money that she made. And let's talk about, give me 1 second, let me change the slides. Okay, let's talk about Lani. Lani was able to, she had a brand new group. She filled it up in a week and she enrolled 12 people in her program, $6,000 program. Okay, I'm sorry, talking about Kim. Sorry. So you'll think, okay, is this even work for me? Is this even in my niche? I'm so sorry, guys, for the mix up. So I was trying to change slides at the same time. So you will think, do I have a good enough offer, right? I mean, my offer, who would care for that? So Kim, she launched her offer. She was a relationship coach. So she was advising women on dating. So we created, so she had a Facebook group. We created an offer, a $6,000 program on how to date more effectively. And we enrolled 12 people into her program. So think about how great she is, and how great this whole program is. You can really create offer around anything. So we had someone, we had a client create an offer. She was teaching headstand online, how to do headstand online, and then she created offer around that. There are relationship coaches, there are divorce, people who suggest divorce coaches. I'm so sorry for that terminology, but yes, divorce coaches, because they have been through that, and they are not attorneys, just so you know. So there are multiple opportunities that exist, and you can be, able to capitalize on that only if you thought about what your offer is going to be and what your strengths are. And one more business success story lies very close to my heart, because this is Lani. She's like me. She's a business coach, and she was trying to enroll people, try to move people from their 9 to 5 to an online business, and she did 100K in 1 month. And Tyler, he's in fitness. He did 100K after 2 months. So, and then Rochelle, she has a photography. So there are many people who come to me who have photography business, right? I mean, and generally they go to events and they do photography, wedding photography. But there is so much potential in taking your offer and creating a service around it. So teaching people how to do photography, and there are many other ways how can you monetize on your photography skill as a business, as a service business. Rochelle did 10K within first 3 days after launching. So basically, these are all people. I'm just giving you an example to get you excited and to tell you that you can do it too. They did not come from, big business background. They did not have tons of money. They just knew that they had to create something, and they worked on it. They worked their ass off to create it, and you can do this too, pardon my language, but that is what we need to do. And that's what we need to talk about. We will talk about what's the first step that you should be taking to create that successful business. So forget about everything. We will, we've got you. right? Even if you have an existing business and you just want to scale it, right? So Lisa has had 5 clients. She was doing a business consulting. She was actually she was doing a VA firm, but we created a consulting firm for her and multiple offers in that consulting firm, digital marketing, VA. And she didn't have to be expert in all of that. She hired people to, for the social media, digital marketing, she hired people who are experts. So it's just a matter of thinking what you can do and how you can capitalize on that. And she has 150 clients now. So today I'm going to give you step by step process on how to take the first step. Who is excited? Hashtag excited, please. And I'll tell you in the next minute why today is the most beneficial, most valuable session for you, for anyone who are on a crossroads now, who are wanting to take that jump in entrepreneurship, or who are trying to expand their business. So, say your goal is to go from point A to point B, right? You are not very clear on what that point B, but you know that you want to do something of your own. That you have that vague thing in your mind. Lindsay, even when she came to me, she didn't have any idea what she wanted to be doing, but now she's secured the top place in that challenge. And I'm bringing her example one more time because she had the same fear and doubts as you. She's like, oh, would I be able to do it? Is there even a market demand? And there are so many people who do that. Why will people notice me? But see, fast forward to today, all she had to do was follow the move rule and make her mindset so strong that nothing could stop her. So what is an entrepreneur mindset? So you will see all these, things on the slide. Okay, that allows you to act on opportunities, make decisions, be more adaptable, resilient, navigate through uncertain and complex scenarios. But in reality, an entrepreneurial mindset is what you need to be an entrepreneur. There is no doubt about it. There is absolutely you know, uh, no thoughts about it. This is the thing that you need, and I will tell you how you can how you can develop it. It doesn't. You're not born with it. So, but the traits in individual with this mindset is they are self-directed, they're action oriented, highly engaged, optimistic. Why is it important, guys? Because if you are working a job, or if you are not doing anything, and or whatever, you're doing, uh, trying to earn something on the side, whatever scenario, if you fail, then you have, you know uh, it's although it's very hard to move jobs, but then say if you are not doing very well, then you quit that job and you try for another job, and you will most likely get it if you're good enough, and if you're doing what is required of you. But in business, if you fail and if you quit that business, that is the end of your entrepreneurial journey, right? For example, when I started off with Clubsy, I failed. I failed, and I covered that in yesterday. And just wanting to, give you a little bit recap, that the business had immense potential. I was, set to make 500K each year, but it wasn't aligned with what I wanted to do in my life, right? And it wasn't scalable. It was just not, what I envisioned myself doing. And if I thought that I failed and I have to now go back to work, there are many close people who told me to go back to work, but I did not. And I started my another business. So if I didn't have this mindset of learning from failures, my entrepreneurial journey would have been finished there. Just understand that now I have 3 businesses. I'm a 4 business council member. I have a fashion brand. I have a home decor brand. I have multiple sources of revenue. I have a portfolio career. It all would have stopped when I failed with Clubsy. And then before that, I failed with my dropshipping business also. So there were 2 failures. I would have absolutely stopped. But I decided to learn from failures, pivot, and then, do something better. And that's how big businesses are born. It weren't born because they were overnight success. Entrepreneurs, created something, they failed, they learned from it, they came out better the next time, and their end product, it was way better than what they had even envisioned to do. If Jeff Bezos, did he start off with Amazon being so big? Did he start off with multiple, like, the cloud offering and the retail? He just started off with a book business, but then the ideas kept on coming to him. He must have failed. He was so all this is a part of the process, guys. This mindset, adopting this mindset, stops you from succumbing to these thoughts of giving up. It's scientific. So Carol Dweck, she did a research between two group of young students, one who would embrace failure while others would get defeated, and she saw that the first group would perform better than the group that was defeated. And this is the difference between a fixed and growth mindset. This is what you need. Growth mindset is what you need to succeed, to the courage, gives you the courage to take risks, the strength to learn from failures when it happens, and you will come out with something more wonderful. I promise you that. It's not a secret anymore. There are many studies which have been conducted. So you're seeing there are many workplace researches and impact of mindset on business success. There are many publications, there are many companies who have done this research, and they have found out that there is tremendous impact of mindset on business success. And that's the reason many corporations, big corporations or small corporation, they are continuing to shift their focus towards this. They are rolling out many programs towards workplace wellness, towards mindset. So my husband, he works for a startup. He has a you know an exercise. So a fitness instructor comes, and it actually they do an hour class in the office. So there are many, and there are many coaching programs outside of this which corporations are funding. So it is you know there is proof, guys. It is happening. That change is happening right now. It's not a taboo anymore. And why is this mindset important? Because why is this mindset important now, that when you are taking the plunge in entrepreneurship? So we have talked about all the rosy things, all the testimonials, all the good things, right? I mean, there's tremendous scope. But I'm not here only to give you a rosy picture. I'm here to tell you the facts. Not everyone is successful. 8 out of 10 businesses, they fail within the first 18 months. 8 out of 10 businesses fail within the first 18 months. Why do you think that is? Anyone, can take a guess? Okay, please communicate with us. Please, write your comments in the Facebook group. I will be looking at each one of that, and I will be replying to you. And we are streaming on LinkedIn and YouTube. Everyone, please feel free to let me know what you think uh, is the reason behind businesses failing. So actually, the fact is, only a very small percent of people succeed in any kind of endeavor, regardless of their marketing skills, whether of their mentors, their courses they buy, processes they build, or even their own abilities, right? So why is that so? It's because, for any of you who are familiar with the basic psychology principles, you might already know that brain is more motivated by pain rather than by pleasure. So it would go to any height to stop pain from happening, then to gain pleasure. And how does that relate to the mindset? So the reality is, number one reason that you will fail in business or any other thing is because succeeding isn't a must for you. It's because succeeding is not a must for you. I'll repeat. So, and why? What does that mean? It means that chances are that your being successful is not causing you any immediate pain right now. You may have some alternate sources of income. You may have a side gig, or you may have something to fall back on if it doesn't work, right? So you're, because of your whatever sources, you are not in any immediate pain right now, right? You are simply content with your current lifestyle. And the people who really succeed in the business, hear this out, guys. The people who really succeed in business, the people who really succeed in business are the ones who have massive pains associated with living a life of mediocrity, who have massive pains associated with living a life of mediocrity. So, giving in or failing is not an option for them. They will do anything, they will go to any heights to make their dreams a reality. And this is where mindset kicks in, guys. So, success from a place of comfort is incredibly hard. Just wanting to change the slides. But tapping into that places of power that we all have when our back is against the wall is something that you need to be able to succeed. That makes us completely unstoppable. So, again, success from a place of comfort is incredibly hard. But the mindset that you get into when your back is against the wall, that you have to succeed no matter what, that makes you completely unstoppable. Okay, and how do you do that? It really lies with how do you set your goals. If your goal is, okay, if I get some extra source of money on the side, that will be really nice, or if I do this and I'm able to make more money, it'll be awesome right now. But you really need to dig deeper and anchor those goals in your heart and in your mind with really strong motivators, your whys, powerful emotions. You need to think about why you are doing this, and if you or don't get these things, how it would affect you, how it would, you know uh, what are the repercussions, what it would do to you, to your family, to the things that you care about. And when you tap into those emotions, then you need to be getting so emotional that it just makes you cry. I don't want to be dramatic, guys, but you need to think about your whys, and you need to get so attached to it that it makes you completely unstoppable. Okay, then you will not quit at the slightest bump on the road. You will, you don't even bloody quit when you hit into a mountain. You will find a cave, to go from underneath the mountain. You need to figure ways out. The for most important thing is which helped me succeed is pivoting, and I will talk more about that. I did talk about that yesterday, how I failed and I pivoted, how I failed and I pivoted, and I talk more about that throughout this program. But you need to understand that you need to pivot, and a mindset will allow you to learn from your failures and to help you pivot. Okay, so okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so let's do an exercise. Just take 1 minute or maybe 30 seconds. We are, short of time. Just think about your why. Think about why do you want to create a business, and please post that in the comment. I'll just give you 30 seconds. Think about why did you start doing business want to do business at the first place, and post it in the comments, please. Okay. So please hashtag why, post it in your comments. If you are not able to think through that, please post it, send it to us on the Facebook group, send it as a homework. But please think about your why. Because because if you find yourself losing that motivation, you need to take a step back and you need to go and find out your why. What led you into doing business at the first place? And keeping your goals and your deeper why anchored to your heart, stick it up on your workspace, in your bathroom, wherever you go. That will enable you to not lose focus and to be able to do what is right for your long term business, not a short term money making machine. Okay, so and what do you do if you don't have the growth mindset? Of course, you miss opportunities. If I stopped at Clubsy and at my dropshipping business, it was called E Mega Outlet, by the way. I would not have created String Code. I would not have created Indie Roots. I would not have created Amazon business and multiple sources of income. So you give up, right? You have limited resilience. First opportunity, first instance of failure, and then you give up. And this translates to your low energy, poor. This has happened to me, guys, all the time. That if I am depressed, it transcends into my decision making abilities. It creates negative energy, which not only hampers my work but also my teammates' work, right? Whereas the growth mindset, it leads to resilience. It leads to, sorry guys, it leads to adaptability. You are able to learn from failures, quickly pivot, take the first opportunity, of success, and just nail it. You are not intimidated by failures, you're not intimidated by roadblocks, and you are rather using your mind to pivot, because ultimately you will be successful if you do things like that. I promise you that. And you show up differently. As I said, if you're depressed, then you are the think about the next investor meeting that you go to. If you're depressed and you're in that state of mind, do you think you'll be able to nail it? No, because in a study they found that 80% of impression that other people take of you was from were not non-verbal things, right? It was like, if you're giving a presentation, 80% of the impact that you are creating is from how people perceive of you, from the non-verbal cues, than from what you're going to say. Okay, so in a nutshell, having the right mindset before you start is not only advantageous, it is critical. It is absolutely, absolutely imperative. It's essential for survival. But before I tell you how to the next steps on some tactical things which you can do to create that mindset, but I want to tell you, everyone does. Do you guys agree that it is all in the mind? Let me know. Do you agree that it's all in the mind? It mind can move mountains. Hashtag agree. Please write. What you feel. Please write if I what I'm saying is resonating with you. Because if yes, then there's a good news for you. Growth mindset can be cultivated, because neuroplasty shows that the human brain can create new neural connections and modify its structure. So it's not that growth mindset is something that you're born with. You can very much attain a growth mindset. It's been backed up in 2015 study from the European Journal of Psychology of Education. There are many, many, many researches which have happened that shows that you can cultivate growth mindset. Okay. So, how to achieve the growth mindset? Okay. How to cultivate the growth mindset? So, guys, there are a couple of things which I'm going to talk about, and these are directly coming from my experience, and these are, the things which I implemented. It may be different from everyone, but I think these are the mantras for success, for cultivating a growth mindset. I was never always a positive person. I have failed so many times in my life that even when things are going right, I would be afraid that what if this happens, because I have seen so many times things going wrong at the last hour. Everything is running fine, everything is fine. Oh, I'm going to back this deal, but then in the last minute something happens. And how can it not lead to negative energy, right? But I immersed myself into self help. I research things. I try to, and I am a very spiritual person, so I have my meditation practice for the past 20 years. That helped too. But then it was very, very scary to see all my money going down the drain and me failing. But these are the things which has helped for me. So guys, happiness is one of the keys to success. And you may be thinking, hey, this is the metaphysical mumbo jumbo. It's not, right? There have been studies. So there was a study, very interesting study, uh, that showed that the surgeons who went to do brain surgery, they divided them in two groups. One went to do who were went happier, and the second not, normal, not happy. And then there were more chances of success in the group that was happy. And you know how did they make them happy? They gave them a lollipop. So if your brain can be happy with small little things in life, it doesn't have to be big things. So happiness, if you are happy, then your work will be thousand times more, then you will be thousand times more productive. So there's also a study in the, that came about which was about the positive intelligence. So they keep a note of how many times your brain is having positive thought and how many times a negative thought. So that ratio is positive intelligence. And the more positive intelligence people had in the day, the more their chances of being successful in whatever they were doing that day. So guys, happiness is the key to success. But how can you be happy? I mean, just by saying you should need to be happy, you can be happy, right? So a thing that worked for me is the reverse gap method. This is I practice the Silva method. So, and this is from that if you reflect on where you were, you don't compare your journey with anyone. You reflect on your journey and see where you were and how far you have come. You document that every day. That tells you, gives you so much clarity on how successful you are, what what are the blessings that you have, where you were and where you are. So I compare myself with my growing up in India, and all the things which I mentioned. And now, whatever, even when I was failing, I was thinking, okay, at least I'm here working, I'm in corporate America. So you need to find your reverse gap, and for that, documenting each day is absolutely imperative. Second is, get attached to the process. If you only think about result and and tie your happiness to the results, it's not going to make you happy. But the reason why, it's not just because, again, metaphysical mumbo jumbo, that okay, there's a Gita in Indian mythology, it teaches that. The reason why they say that is because you don't know what's in store for you, right? You don't know what exactly is going to be your end product. So you don't know what is the right path for you. If you keep on doing your thing, whatever you are supposed to be doing, taking each step like how you're supposed to be, if you don't create A that you had thought of, you will create X, which is multi-time, mm, more huge and bigger than what you had originally thought about. So since you don't know your journey, you don't get bogged down by failures or small little challenges in your journey, because you are on the path of creating something huge. So think about that. And talk to your mind. Your mind your mind does what it thinks you want it to do, right? So that's it. That's why my practice of manifestation comes in, because if I'm telling the brain that I'm already successful, then the brain will create ways to make you successful. And if I'm telling my brain that I'm already successful, then your brain will create paths for you to be successful. All right. So for example, brain doesn't understand negatives. If you tell your brain, for I'll just give you an example. So think about color blue. Think about color blue. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Don't think about color blue. Don't think about color blue. What did you do? You just thought about color blue, right? So brain doesn't understand negatives. You can't tell. If you feed negative thoughts in your brain, it will act on that. It will not basically give you your desired outcome, because it will exactly do what you're not supposed to be doing. For example, skiers, right? They know this. So when they go and when they are skiing, and if they're thinking, oh, don't hit the tree, then they will hit the tree. But if they tell themselves, okay, find the path from the trees, in the snow, then they will find the path. So if you focus on positives, your brain will do things to make your dreams a reality, to make you successful. So, okay, again, you know, uh, I talked about this earlier also, about my practice, meditation. It has helped me tremendously, and as I was telling you, I am doing this for a very long time. So my meditation practice has been a game changer for me, because it doesn't only make me quiet, make my brain go in a quiet place and think. It has changed my perspective. So when I go inside, I find what I really want to be doing. I find answer to the toughest question. If I am confused on what way to go, what to do, then if I go inside, my brain clarifies those doubts for me. So meditation is, I mean, even a 5-minute meditation every day, incorporate that in your routine, guys. And also, amongst all this chaos, I always, gratitude is something which grounds me, right? Thinking of how far I have come, where I started from, my journey, that gives me immense confidence that if I was able to do this, if I was able to come this far, then, I will be able to go further. I will be able to fulfill my dreams. So that is, I incorporate gratitude in my meditation practice. So I take 2 minutes, and after my meditation, before my meditation, I do gratitude. And third thing is intention setting. As I was telling you, I do this 3 times a day: morning, afternoon, night. How you do it is, in the morning you get up, or maybe in the night, if you're doing it, you think about when you're going to be waking up. So if you're a late riser, you say, okay, tomorrow I will wake up at 6, and then I will have, a nice cup of coffee alone. I just gather my peace, and then I'll have that great breakfast with my kids, and then I will hit gym. I come back, I will have that meeting with that client which is in my calendar. I will nail it, and then I will go for a nice lunch with my girlfriend or whatever, right? So think about as if it was a movie playing in your head, that this is going to be happening. And guys, trust me, manifestation works. I was lately, there was few things because of which I was very depressed. Things were not going my way. And every morning I would wake up very lethargic. And as a result, I would not be able to wake up on time. I mean, every day my husband will be making my kids ready for school and doing everything. And I would feel guilty as like, I need to do half the work. And then I did intention setting one night, and the next day I woke up, guys. And it's a huge deal for me because, if I need to balance my family with my work. So being able to be there for me, for my kids when they went to school, that was important for me. So again, these are the real tools which you can use to create, to develop that mindset. And you are not alone. If you think I am not alone, if I get very depressed, or I don't even want to take that first step. So April, before getting into our program, she was so depressed that she thought she will quit, she'll never be able to do it. She expressed in a call that she had lost all hopes. But 3 months later, she sent me a chat with a picture. She was getting a new BMW out from the showroom, and she made $52,000, and she was so happy, and that made me so happy. So, just like April, just like Lani, just like everyone, we all had same kind of fears and doubts of you. I have the same fears and doubts of you. But guess what? This exact move framework, with this you can step into your superpower. You, because step by step method of how do you create and achieve, create that dream business. How do you achieve, that how do you, uh, get the growth, and I mean, how do you meet your goals? If you, whatever goals you have, creating your business, or you are generating some extra money on the side, or getting financially free, or creating a portfolio strategy. I will talk more about portfolio strategy on day 5. How I am able to risk averse my portfolio and create multiple things which I can do that gives me multiple sources of revenue. Like I talked about my Club C business, I talked about my Amazon business. So there are multiple things that you can do. But then, just a recap, that I hope you understand why mindset matters, right? Because it helps you uncover limited beliefs. It helps you step into your superpower. It tells you that you can do it. And if something happens, if you hit into a roadblock, if you have a small failure along the way, it doesn't take that belief away from you. Because it's easy to get motivated, but then if the slightest hump in the road, if that's going to demotivate you, then you will never be successful. I'm sorry, it's as simple as this. So you need to take the first step. First step is M in move. And I want you to take today, the entire day before our next session tomorrow, and think about it. Do you really need it? Do you really need your business? Is it non-negotiable for you? Because impossible becomes possible with the right mindset. After all, impossible is I am possible, right? So I'm going to give you step by step process for creating your own successful business so you don't have to worry about any of that. But then just imagine that, if you don't have that entrepreneurial mindset, you will make the same mistakes that many of the businesses do, because of which 80% of the businesses fail in their first year, right? Think about, they will stop. They will stop in their business idea. They will quit. They'll go and join corporate job. They will be so, out of energy and time, frustrated, that they will take a long time to see result. They don't have the clean positive energy. So if you cannot navigate the highs and lows of this journey, then think about how you can be successful. So do you see that, a right mindset is the key, is the first step towards your entrepreneurial journey? And are you course correcting the changes that you need to make to achieve your goals? If you're not, then you need to rethink about it. Is your short term and long term goals based on your current situation, right? And do you see the value of having a proper mindset so we can cater to all of these points? We can bring all these points home if you are doing the right things for your business, for your multi-million dollar business, long term business. Okay, so these are the recaps that we talked about, how an entrepreneurial mindset is absolutely critical in when you're starting your business. How do you cultivate a growth mindset? And what does this mindset promise you once you achieve that? Okay, so the first step in doing anything, even in moving mountains, is commitment, right? And today was the day about commitment and the mindset, right? So let me know if you commit to implementing the move rule. If yes, then please write this hashtag commit and send this as a homework. I commit to implementing the move rule that I learned this week to build a business of my dreams. Please share that on your social media, because then it becomes official, right? Then there you have created something bigger than yourself, and you have to act on it, right? Whether or not you have any business idea in your mind, just share on your social media that I commit to implementing the move rule to create a business of my dreams. Please write that, send that to us, hashtag commit, wherever you are watching from, LinkedIn, YouTube. Send this to our homework, post this on your social media. And guys, we are watching you, and we are, you know, we are counting all your points. At the end of day 5, we will announce a winner for the scholarship. So please, please, please engage. That makes us motivated as well. Okay, so imagine how much your finances will transform this year, with if only if you focus on the good mindset and do correct strategic planning. So please guys, drop a comment here and say what was your biggest takeaway from day 1. Drop a comment here and say what was your biggest. That makes me very happy. After this, I'm going to read all the comments. At the end of the day, I read everything on LinkedIn, YouTube, here. And please connect with me, and don't only connect with me here in this 5 day. Please reach out to me on LinkedIn, LinkedIn, you know uh, Instagram, Facebook. I want to be connected with you. I want to stay in each other's feet, so we can be relevant. We can have this, we can impact each other's lives. So please connect with me and write what motivated you today. And today I'll be holding a VIP session at 6 p.m. Pacific. And the topic is now, with a tremendous power of AI, how to create a brand identity using AI that will make your target market soon. How to unleash the power of AI to create a brand identity that will make your target market soon. So join me today at 6 p.m. And some of the homeworks, we are almost on time. Start mindset journaling today. Keep a mindset journal where you write about your experiences, challenges, and success. Do your reverse gap every day. Write about what you how far you have come, what you did. Reflect your day, identify instances where you may have demonstrated the fixed mindset and where you may have demonstrated the growth mindset. Start doing that from today. You will be surprised at the result. So please guys, do that and send it to us. We read that, and we will be able to help you more if we get to know you more. So please do your homework, please do your workbooks. And tomorrow is the most favorite day for me, because tomorrow I want to talk about how to create, about your niche selection, about what offer do you go out to the market with, how to create your offer so it's sustainable, it's scalable, and it taps into your passion. And how do you, once you have created an offer, how to make it an irresistible offer, and how to amplify that. So don't miss out tomorrow. We will go live at 12 Pacific, and I can't wait to see you until tomorrow. But meanwhile, please reach out to us, all the concierge. Uh, please do all your homework. Hashtag commit. Do just think about what you will do once you get into the right mindset, and share that with all of us. With that, I will see you tomorrow, and I will, for the people who have signed up for VIP, just say hashtag VIP, and my team will reach out to you and give you that Zoom link. I'll see you at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Pacific, in the VIP session. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.